Welcome to August. Can you believe it? Time is just flying by. So, I wanted to talk about an event and a portal opening that's coming up, which is called the 888. It is August 8th, and this is a time where the sun is in Leo, and it always happens every year on 8/8, and also it is an event in itself because it's the 8th house in astrology and the 8th sign. So this is an amazing time to be able to manifest. The portals are open on 8/8. It's an opportunity to manifest what you want, especially for you Leos and anybody that's lucky enough, Debbie, to have your birthday on that day. Extra manifestation for you. So this is great. What is the 8/8? Well, it's when the star Sirius and the sun in Leo and Orion's belt and the earth all line up together. So it's in a lineup where all of those coming together hold more power, obviously, than they would by themselves. So it opens a portal of light, and it's there for you to manifest. And that portal is like the lion coming from the sun, because Leo is the lion, and it's in the sun right now. The sun is in Leo right now. So one of the things where this all came from, they say that it was from the ancient Egyptians, and they used to worship this certain goddess, and that particular goddess was all about the sun. So they celebrated it as a way that it was the start of the farming season. So whenever that came back around again on that date, it opened a portal of light that was so positive that it was to them symbolic of farming and getting things going again. So it's very interesting, but every year we have that opportunity again to go in and manifest what we want. So the 8/8 is a wonderful time to do that, and to really look at a lot of the things you're trying to create. And it's not just what you're trying to create in your life. It's like stronger emotional body, not reacting to things anymore, being strong, and just staying in that place where you can evolve from this energy. Lots of people do ritual to Sekhmet, who is the lioness, the goddess, Sekhmet. And Sekhmet is, she looks like a beautiful lioness, and don't believe everything horrible you hear about her. Says she used to eat men on this planet, and that's not true. She is just a very, very strong goddess. And so she's also, because she is a lioness, she's also engaged in this. So you can talk to her, pray to her, meditate on her, all of that. But we have that coming up tomorrow. And so this is a time where it's really important. Make a little time, even if it's just, a half an hour, to do something on manifestation, because it is so incredibly powerful. So I just wanted to give you the heads up on that. I hope all of you are enjoying your summer. It always goes by way too quick, and we always make all these plans for ourselves, and then something happens. So we're going into the Starseed Oracle. All right, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we have to know that we are creating a new earth moment to moment. And that's what I see as I look at this. It looks like, the earth itself is getting more expanded and everything. And we all know that as we're making these kinds of changes, it's really good to know that more dark comes out before it turns light. So recognize that there's a lot happening here, and we are in this place of just allowing ourselves to be, to believe actually, and to hold the vision. You hear me saying this all the time, but I always think of that pin that I saw, don't quit right before your miracle comes. So we have to stay engaged and be in that place. Let's see what she has to say about this. Oh, hallelujah. It happens to be the first one in here. Easy to find. Don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. This is your sign that you're facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds, dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds or bringing about a shift of the ages, and it is no small feat. It requires extreme trust and a radical vision. If you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. You chose to be here at this time, to be part of this global shift, whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job, or creation. Keep going. It's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing. Ushering in a new age in times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep. For if you do, if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've carefully created. Watch it grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. The question is, how can you keep holding the vision? So if you're somebody that gets discouraged, because if you're still watching the news, that's mistake number one. But if you are, it can be really hard, and you get discouraged seeing all these things happening all over the world, people dying from earth changes and everything else. Stay away from that and stay right in your seat. Okay. This is from the 13 Moon Oracle deck. What does Spirit have to say to us? It says the alchemical goddess, reclaimed innocence, ecstasy, wholeness, presence in the present moment. How beautiful. Well, as I look at this, she looks like she's in union with herself. All her chakras are aligned, and that she feels free because of this. She's naked. That always to me says freedom. And she's very open and healed right here. So this week, it's like continuing to do our healing and allowing ourselves to feel better in our own skin, I would say. All right. For God's sakes, why don't they put numbers on these? I know I complain all the time about it. Here we are. Congratulations, you have won the alchemical lottery. In receiving this archetype in your reading, you are reminded that you are whole exactly as you are. Despite any appearances to the contrary, you are being encouraged to live your life backwards from the point of view of already being whole. Ooh, I like that. A perception that changes everything in its wake. To honor that choice, the universe is gifting your alchemical gold account with whatever it takes for you to recognize who you actually are beyond your ego's illusionary masks and limited definitions. So take heart, whether your life at present seems abundant to overflowing or falling apart. Celebrate, keep your sense of humor nearby. Isn't that true? Receiving the archetype in your reading asks you to take a quantum leap into what brings you into joy with the universe. Are you experiencing this joy present life expression? What is calling you towards joyful participation with life? Open to receive your birthright of freedom, union, and grace in the flowing wholeness that is changeless change. As you choose to get over your archetypal self-doubt, you will begin to playfully awaken the mystic child of joy that you actually are. You will see that you already have an invitation to the spectacular, ecstatic birthday dance party on earth. Ecstasy does not mean that you will not perceive suffering in your life. It means you have the freedom to choose how you interpret what happens to you. Ecstasy can be seen as experiencing the divine order in all occurrences. So, what does that mean? That says a mouthful. It's how you choose to interpret it, right? So if we choose to make it a bad thing that we're here at this time, then that's the reality we're going to pull in. And believe me, it's not easy. I have to remind myself. I have those days, and I have to remind myself. But I keep lighting my candles. This one's to Raphael, about prayers for each and every one of us, and prayers for the earth and all its creatures. Blessed Be is next. Okay. God, some of these decks, it's hard to shuffle because my hands aren't that big. A blessing for healing of injury or illness. Look at all the green. We always think of green as healing and nature as healing. So as I look at the picture, it's interesting because she's got the green green man mask on. And this is all nature. So we forget sometimes how nature heals and how all drugs and supplements and herbs all come from nature. And so I think that's what I'm getting out of this, a blessing for healing. You know, let nature heal you however you choose to do that. Ben, don't start your barking. Okay. Oh, I love all these that have a number to them. I swear when I get to my deck, it's going to have a number. A blessing to bring to you all that will restore and revive you in your time of need. May the bloom of health blossom upon your pale cheek, and may the strength of the great old trees and beings begin to flow again through your veins. May the cells in your body begin to regenerate and turn over again and again until all that was not well is no longer resistant within the holy form your spirit has taken this lifetime. May the urge to stand up again, to laugh and to dance, to move and smile into the eyes of strangers be yours, and let the healing come from within the breath, so that within every intake, something of the great green world and the depth of the ocean frees you from lassitude. May you begin to rise from your bed refreshed and hopeful, and may the muscles of your body grow firm and long with good use. Let your hair shine, your eyes sparkle, and the strong white bones in your body support your movements. May the nurturing time within the cave of healing have brought to you compassion for those who suffer, a deep understanding of what it is like to be the outsider for a time, and a new appreciation of the perfection of form you've been born into. And if you are not the same as you were before the time of illness, let that part of yourself go and focus now on being the new you're becoming, and bring this to birth through the support of your body. Allow any habits of thought or of body that will not support the return of blessed health leave now, for they are not yours, and you are not here to be seen and to be a part of the world. Let yourself make the very most of this blessing of your health. Be outside amongst the nature world. Breathe deep of mountain air. Sing the song of your shining blood out into the valley and meadows. You are as natural as a flower, strong as the metal branch, the earth, and you will be reborn to yourself. When it comes, be joyful. Know this blessing can be worked with and enjoy for all of the days of your life to come. Be well, dear soul, and help others to find their health too by being the example of that shining energy now and always. Wow, that was powerful. So focus a little bit on the health this week, and if you're fine, focus on people that need healing and health. And just a reminder, thank you a million times over for the donations that came in on GoFundMe for my friend Sheila that's been very ill. So appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. All right. Work your light, Oracle. What's up and coming? No. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. Well, I'm not sure what they're talking about here, but it looks like, let me show you the card. It looks like there's a big storm coming in. So whatever you're personally trying to push forward with at this time, we have a big no. It looks like it will be more difficult if you try to move forward now with this storm coming in. No. That's pretty clear. You are being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for a congruent, signed 100% yes. Often when we are looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. We all go through times when we are in waiting periods. These times are crucial for our body to regenerate, a new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on our behalf. You don't need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes, when the time is right, will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now just because it seems like the only option. Take a truer path and wait. A breather is good at this time. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you will be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because the time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest, to take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom, and you will have the reserved space and drive to say yes and act and move quickly. It says say no, postpone, or wait. So this is a big one, especially, it is for me too, so I'm not excluded out of this. Excuse me. I love this. The universe knows. Follow your heart. My good friend Angela gave me this, and I love using it. So anyways, what I would say is none of us want to wait. We get an idea from Spirit, and it's like, well, Spirit gave it to me. I'm supposed to teach this class right now. And people don't stop and pull it together. Because if I was to push forward with something, I may, either not have any people sign up for the class, or there might be one person in the class. And if you waited for the right timing, you would know, go. A lot of people force their will with this. This is a big lesson for many of us. And when you do it, you don't get the results you want, especially for the projectors out there. Those of you that had your human design done with me or someone else, if you're a projector, you know you have to wait to be invited or wait for an invitation. Just because Spirit's giving us something doesn't mean, oh, that's my invitation, I gotta go. Wait for the signs. What I do is I have a journal, and in that journal, I keep notes. Like if I get ideas about classes or whatever, I put it in my idea journal. Doesn't mean I have to do it now. You can prepare it, you can do whatever, but don't launch it until you feel absolutely certain. Divine Animal Oracle. That's a powerful picture, isn't it? Oh, interesting. This is the hare, Hare. Beautiful goddess with these hairs all gathered around her. It almost looks like a card of spring to me. I don't know if that's true, if spring is when the bunnies come in and the hares come in, but it looks like they're all gathered around her, and it almost feels like it could be her birth, like she's birthing something and it's the right timing. At first we get the no, now we get this, so I'll be interested to see if this card talks about that. It says cycles. Follow the cycles of nature and you will be rarely disappointed. In energy travels in cycles. Seek balance. There is a time and season for anything. Plants cannot bloom all the time, so be patient. Wow. So exactly, that was right on. So interesting. So this week, up and coming, we have a new earth. We also have the 8-8, so we want to remember, we are creating that new earth. What do we want to put out there for it? And then we have the alchemical goddess, us staying in balance with our body and our life. And then when we go out of balance, we need to get to nature to heal, to the ocean, to the woods, to the mountains. And then whatever we're trying to push forward, we need to take a breather and a break. And then when the cycle's right, everything comes together. That makes sense. Waiting for the right cycle. Even, I've been in a cycle of down, not being down, but being in a place of, regroup, almost in a winter cycle, even though it's summer. So I'm just trying to be with it, and it's like, okay, I'm taking classes, I'm studying, point me in the right direction. And don't forget, do your ritual on the 8-8, whether you're lighting a candle, whether you're praying in whatever form it is, whatever you do, give some thought to it that day. Mwah! Love you all.